Sorry if I'm quiet here, I've got someone sleeping in the next room. It's been a little while since I've done any programming work for my game, so I just wanted to remind everyone that it's still something I'm working on. I took a little break to work on a bunch of fighting game videos, and I gotta admit, I was afraid to try and figure out where I left off, but almost immediately I fixed a bug where I was unable to climb down ledges because my crouch would take priority, and that gave me some confidence to pick it back up again. Without getting to make these little update videos, I'm sure I would have very little motivation to make progress other than anticipating the final release. You might notice I've added a little input display, and the way I did it was so unimaginably ghetto that I don't even want to talk about it, so use your imagination. There are a lot of really tiny bug fixes this time. I don't move as far forward when I crouch, so it looks a bit more natural. If I crouch into a wall, I'll now bonk off of it, so as of right now I seem to have fixed all instances of clipping out of bounds. If I'm right on the edge of a wall, I'll now correctly find the lip when hanging off the edge. And when I'm kind of far from the edge, I'll also find the lip properly. The big update right now is falling. I now have a falling state if I walk off a ledge, and also a landing state when I hit the ground, and both seem to be working quite nicely. Additionally, I fall properly regardless of whether I step off a ledge, sprint off a ledge, or slow down off a ledge, which all had to be programmed separately, but thankfully using basically identical code. However, I still haven't programmed it to work properly with my jumps. I'm not at a roadblock, I just haven't programmed that far yet. I also won't fall off ledges if I do my running turn. But for what it's worth, this is actually how the original Prince of Persia works. It seems fairly simple for me to be able to program a unique animation you do if you get too close to a ledge, though. Just as a proof of concept, I just made it so I won't run off a ledge at all during my turn animation. Next on my list of to-dos is to program a transition from jumps to my falling state if I'm not touching the ground on certain frames, and from there I want to program falling into my ledge hang. I already know how I'm going to do both, and once I've got those two down, I'll really unlock a lot of the platforming, so that's kind of exciting.